Hello everyone, how are you? This is Beks Thompson here on Bribey, and we're talking about stability today, and I thought it would be fun to see my puppy in the water. We're teaching her how to learn how to surf and get some stability. And so, I'm doing this with one hand. Oh, let me just get rid of that. And there's a difference between, obviously, animals and humans and our levels of stability. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about, because there are specific areas where you need to be stable. And there are key areas in your life where you are maybe not focusing on stability. And we wanted to talk about that because it is crucial if you want growth this year. She's doing it, isn't she? So I'm Beks Thompson here on Bribey Island, and I'm an expert in helping people, especially women, to really reach their fullest potential. I work with people on a physical, emotional and energetic level so that you can maximize in all areas, have more energy, more impact and less stress. And so today we're talking about stability. And look, Indi's doing amazing. She's just learning how to be stable on this board. Because if you think about stability, stability is a little bit like safety. And dogs need to feel safe, yeah, in order to feel stable and not sort of be anxious or worried. And she's learning now how to be safe, if you like, on this board. She knows I'm not going to flip her up suddenly. She knows I'm not going to suddenly dunk her in the water. And so she's now become a little bit more relaxed. But the thing is, I'm in control of that, whereas in your life, you're not in control of your external circumstances, yeah? You're not in control of that, are you? You can only be in control of your internal world, and you need to build stability and resilience so you can be unwavering in yourself, because your environment is never necessarily going to be safe. Your environment is never necessarily going to be stable. Yeah, Indy's relying on me for that stability, but at any moment I could flip this off, but she's just learning to trust me. We learn to trust others in our environment, but it's not guaranteed, right? At any minute I could flip her. The difference between dogs and animals is that she doesn't have really any choice but to trust me or trust her instincts, whereas we have more cognition, we have more awareness around our energy, we have more awareness around our emotion, you know, and our choices. I might give her a break in a moment. Let's see how she goes. Let me know if you're watching. This pool is lovely and cool, Susie. And if you're watching this later, you know, let me know what you think about stability. Give me a little high five if you're watching, and we can have a little conversation around this, because stability is fascinating. On what areas are you stable and what areas aren't you? Now, the three key areas are physical stability, which Indy is displaying quite well here, emotional stability, and energetic stability. They're the three sort of key areas, if you like, and often people focus on one area or another. Let's just see if she'll balance without me holding it there. And sometimes people don't focus on any of those areas, right? So do you focus on physical stability? So how is your core strength? Is your pelvis stable? Is your shoulder girdle stable? What and how much energy and attention do you give to building physical stability? Because that is a foundation, obviously, of your physical body is the home for the rest of you, yeah, for your spirit, for your soul, for your energy, for your emotion. And I know that if I'm not feeling stable and strong physically, then emotionally I might not feel so resilient. I may feel less likely to take risks in my business and in my world, calculated risks, and to sort of like step out there. And obviously, if you don't have great physical stability, you may be struggling with pain or weakness, and that's going to hold you back from growth, yeah, from change and growth and all the things that you want to do in this year. If you want to step up and step out, you need to be focusing on physical stability. The other area that we want to focus on, and I don't know how well Indy's doing with this, hey baby, is emotional stability. Emotional stability. How stable are you emotionally, and are you putting energy specifically into working on emotional stability? How do you know if you're emotionally stable? Well, how reactive are you? Do you find you get easily upset by other people's behaviors, other people's opinions? Perhaps you judge yourself when you see other people's success and you judge your success or failure relative to others. How emotionally stable are you in your closest relationships? Do you find that you have your highs and then your lows, and you've not got this kind of nice middle ground? They're all ways that we can tell whether we're emotionally stable. Do you change your actions and behaviors based on other people's opinions? And so we need to focus on building our resilience emotionally and being able to stay with those emotions and feelings, as uncomfortable as they are when they come up. We need stability to be able to stay with, to tell ourselves that we are safe, we are okay, no matter what other people think, no matter what judgments we perceive may be going on, and often they're within our own self. And to know that we can stay with that feeling of discomfort and we're still okay. And we're still okay. Because how often do you run away from your emotions because they're uncomfortable? How often do you try and squash those emotions? And rather than actually take time to sit with them and watch them dissolve as you allow them and realize that you're still okay no matter what. Yeah, notice that. How often do you bypass your emotion? Now the third thing is the energetic stability, and this is a huge one, and I think an area that a lot of people definitely bypass this in the spiritual world. You may meditate, you may sort of be very much operating from these higher centers, but are you anchoring energetically in your body? This is embodiment, and it's a key area that I find so many people, and in particular those on a spiritual path, are bypassing this, thinking that they are living a spiritual life or activating these higher centers, but it's not anchored in embodiment. It's not anchored in embodiment. And if you are not centered and anchored energetically, then you are not stable energetically. How do you know if you're not centered, stable energetically? You're not able to manifest. You might be able to manifest the little things, but you're still working on some of those big things and wondering why you're still stuck in the same patterns. Because you are not anchored enough in your creative center, in your navel center, to be able to bring things from here, up here, yeah, down into the earth. Remember, our mission on earth is to anchor spirit to matter, not just stay in spirit, not just stay in the body, but to combine those two. An embodiment of your energy, of your soul, is the key to that, and it's centered in your navel center, or for women in womb space. So other ways that you may realize that you are not actually embodied or centered or stable in your energy is that you get tired. A different type of energy, yeah? But when your energetic realm is not stable, when you're not contained and expanded, you will find that you get tired very easily. Other people drain you easily. You don't can really sustain your energy. You don't have an infinite sort of source of energy. And you may find that you tend to sort of, again, be a little reactive energetically to your environment, yeah? Equally, you will find that you perhaps don't feel so courageous, that you can't kind of really put yourself out there because your energy is unstable, and there's a fear that you can't contain that. So there can be a sense of real overwhelm, or there can be a sense of sort of flatness and depression because you're squashing your energy and not letting yourself really step out to your full capacity. Now, energetically, the energy stability is one of the hardest things to sustain, if you like. It sounds the easiest, but so many people bypass it. So many people really don't have an idea of what embodiment really is, and that included me up until about 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, I'd been on a yoga path for a while, but I hadn't really realized what embodiment was. I was escaping in my spiritual realm. I was escaping my body, escaping reality, and expecting things to change down here, and they were a bit, but not fast tracking the way that they are now. And through mastering embodiment, in particular in navel center, in womb space, that has allowed me to really get massive change around my patterns, my behaviors that are impacting my world. So my ability to manifest, my ability to have amazing communication and better relationships, you know, in my close circle of friends and in my business, and my ability to create, you know, what I want, and my energy levels and my stress, you know, my overall resilience. This has all changed hugely since I've been doing what we call this embodiment work, and it is Art of Feminine Presence. So I want to share this with you because it is so powerful, and I'm doing some free intros. So if you're just jumping on now, please, please, please go back to the beginning of this recording. There's some real gems on here. Go back to the beginning. We're about to finish up. But the free intro to share this energetic stability work, on which is the foundation of all of the rest of your personal growth that you want change for, is Art of Feminine Presence. And I'm doing a free intro if you bring a friend on the 22nd of January here on Bribey Island. So check out, it is www.afpjan.gr8.com. www.afpjan.gr8.com. And you can check out all the info there, and I would love you to join us. Remember, we need these 3 key areas: emotional stability, physical stability, and energetic stability to create a safe foundation from which to grow. This is dynamic stability. It's changing all the time, but if we don't put equal focus on these 3 areas, we're on a slow boat to development and transformation. We want to be on the fast track here, and we want to be on permanent change. And energetic stability is one of the key areas that people are bypassing big time, and is the fundamental first point, if you like, for growth on all the other areas. Because when you have energetic stability, then your emotional stability and your physical stability can grow so much more. Hey Alison, hey Elizabeth, give us a little happy dance or happy wave on here. And should we see if Indy wants to swim now that we're all done? You want to swim, Indy? Or are you going to jump off? Should we see how well she does? See how well she does, just balancing without us is the final thing. She's done so well, hasn't she? Give us a little thumbs up, or let us know how well you think Indy has gone in the pool today. And let me know if your puppy loves surfing in the pool. All right, let's hands off. Here we go. Here we go. She's doing well. Hands off. Woo! So she is correcting herself now, which is awesome. She's going to go out of shot. I'll pull her back as she goes out of shot. Here we go. Let's bring her back. Oh, she's floating. Good job, Indy. Good job. We need some little waves. Need some little surf wave machine in the pool to challenge her a little bit more. Good job. Good job. Oh, well done. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone.